I want to take this opportunity to say welcome to the very first Get Your Cherry On pop up. Get Your Cherry On conversation. Welcome, welcome. My name is Cherri Poem, and today I'm going to focus on creativity. But before I do that, I want to not turn it over, but I want to tell you who else is going to be on. And we have Kai Sahai. She is a young, spirited, recent college graduate, and she's going to talk about her journey out here after graduation, how you can embrace your power after and entering this new world for her. We're passing the cherry now to Kai Sahai. So Kai, come on and jump on in.
Hey everyone, thanks for allowing me to be on this panel. So briefly, I'm a photographer. I'm also a multimedia artist. I'm originally from Washington, D.C., and I graduated from Spelman 2018. I technically graduated early. I finished in 2017 of December and had to walk in 2018. So life after college, to be truthful, was just very like a whirlwind of blessings and, very lot of internal soul searching. The three topics that come to mind for me when it comes into tapping into my power and potential is introspection, letting go, and expansion. So I wrote some notes, so bear with me. So for me, introspection means like taking accountability, changing learned behaviors that you learned as a youth and as you get older, and also developing, a deeper understanding of oneself. So after college, I really struggled with, I have to say, like post-grad depression due to like the change of structure, and then, as well as just like not scoring a job straight out of college. It kind of created a lot of insecurities and anxiety for me. But, externally, everything looked great. I was shooting a lot of, magazine covers. I was around artists that people dreamed to be around. But I felt energetically low and only a few close friends knew. To overcome that, really just in the past year to get my power back, I really focused on self-love and self-care, understanding that my emotions and my feelings are valid, and then coming to terms with that I am a creative. I feel like we live in a society where, creatives are put on a pedestal, but at the same time, if you tell people you're a creative, it's kind of like, well, how are you gonna make money? Are you going to be able to be here? And I had to really just it's okay for me to be an artist and it's okay for me to be creative. The lessons I learned from overcoming that is, it's important to understand that the mind is powerful and that you have to nourish it. That your support system is bigger than what you think. My family, my friends have been my biggest support system when I was feeling the lowest. And then just getting in touch with your spirituality. When your spirituality is low, a lot of things are very low. A great example was I was having skin breakouts. I was just feeling sick all the time, and things just weren't manifesting in exactly how I wanted it. So the next topic is letting go. So my definition of letting go is detaching and learning how to release people, behaviors and objects that don't serve you no more. So after college, I found myself subconsciously attaching to things where the energy no longer served me, or is creating demanding expectations of how things should be. And a great example of how that was my detriment was I wouldn't finish photo projects because I didn't think it was to the quality it needed to be, when actually, which is good. You want to have things at the high quality you want, but sometimes you're not gonna be able to figure things out. Sometimes things don't go in the right way. So to overcome that, I just, letting God, Jah, higher spirit guide you. Knowing what is for you and it will gradually come. Not obsessing and reacting over things that are not in my control. So I am kind of a type A personality. So I tend to if something's not in my control, it will throw me off. So just, letting things just be loose and free. And then also understanding that I am my own validation, that, everything that I do, you have to validate yourself. You can't let others validate you. And if you don't validate yourself, whoever else's validation is not going to be the best for your spirit. Then lastly is expansion. So expansion for me is understanding the power of manifestation and opportunity. I still struggle with the idea of manifestation due to my nature of wanting things in instant gratification, which is really big in Western society. Even though I feel I haven't mastered it, it definitely happens without conscious knowing. So in 2019 was, I feel like, the year that I was just through. I was over it. I was just so upset. It's like the hardest after graduation, just mentally, physically, everything. I was just over it. But the skills I developed out of that year, even though it was the hardest year for me, was business-wise, learning how to network, building genuine relationships, and abundance. So with networking, I always came from a family and friends who are like, we're really good with networking, understanding that your network is your net worth, and leveraging those without the fear of rejection. The worst thing someone can say to you is no. And a lot of times we're scared of rejection, and you have to understand, just because someone rejects you doesn't mean that you have to reject yourself. Next, with the networking, understanding that it's also building genuine relationships, understanding that your inclusion of others is in the process of your journey, and it's also inclusion of self. And then also just building a solid team of support. The greatest example for me is in Atlanta. I was in a studio called Camcork Studios, where it was a group of photographers. We all had the same vision, and we really just, built each other up. And from there, I've grown some of my bestest friends and lifetime, partners, everything. And then lastly, abundance, just understanding that there's so much more for us to learn and see. And you always need to operate, my dad always said, operate as a student of life. And also embrace listening. I tend to, like I said, I'm a very type A person, so I don't listen all the time or listen properly, and just understand sometimes you don't need to talk, like just be quiet. And then lastly, like embracing your purpose, just understanding that you have to find your purpose. And I went with my friend, we went to the founder of Shea Moisturizer. He has stated that, you have to have your North Star. And when it comes to business, your advantage in decision making, using strategy, and being meticulous. But overall, like I said, for me, life after college was about introspection, expansion, and letting go. Currently, I feel so great during quarantine. I've been working out a lot, keeping my health together. I've been really big on meditating. And then, also I've just been working on my branding and understanding like the flaws that I had in my business, or the things I did before is okay, and that a job is going to come soon, even though quarantine's kind of stop that process. But just understanding, like, you just gotta let God. So, and I'm good.
Okay, do you see the applause? Kai? Our millennial, yes, in the house.
My niece.
Thank you. There's her aunt.
Proud auntie.
Proud
mature
auntie,
soul.
as you should be.
Grandmother too on the line here. So we're very proud of you, Kai.
Thanks.
Yes, we are proud. Get your cherry on, Kai. You are leading the way. We're gonna be okay, right? We're gonna be okay, people. We're gonna be okay. So anyone else, any comments, please, or questions? Anyone?
Yeah, this is Yvette, and good afternoon, everyone. It's been a lovely morning that has gone into the afternoon. I have to say, I could probably be on all day. I've learned so much. I want to thank all of the speakers. We are building such a powerful community of strong, courageous, ambitious women. I just feel so empowered today. I generally start my day off listening to Pharrell's Happy. I'm going to get off and play that and jump around and have fun. I know we talk about, and it really truly has been a time to reset our lives, but I must say I've been guilty of some slacking off, spending lots of nights watching D-Nice and looking at movies and just not doing anything.
You're unplugging, like I talked about.
Yeah,
Unplug.
but the unplugging part has been you know, it has been important, and we've talked about the pause and how important that is to pause our life, to think about our lives, to think about our purpose. And it has been a time for that. But I'm really hoping that as we reset, I mean, at least my heart is telling me that the world has to change. We have to be more compassionate. We have to be more caring. You know, I'm hoping that a lot of things can change, in not just in our lives, but in the lives of every person on the planet, you know. So I just want to say I'm so encouraged. I'm so excited about this community, Cherri, that you're building. And guess what? You didn't know how this was going to turn out, but what a tremendous inspiration and success for you and for us. And we got to do it again.
Yeah, we're gonna do it again. We're gonna do it again.
We got to do it again.
Yes.
And Trina, one of my biggest challenges is around sleep, and I am, you know, I'm a healthy person, but obviously, I mean, you guys have highlighted some things that I know that I need to work on, and you just have to hear it. It has to be in your ear, you know. So I hear it, and I just have to act on it. So thanks everybody.
Hi, are you still with us? Yes.
I guess the only thing I have to plug right now is you can follow me at kaisehai.com. It's KAITSEHAY. It's not pronounced the way it's spelled. And thank you guys for everything. If you need a photographer, I'm here. I'm also looking for job opportunities, so send them my way.
So I don't want to talk anymore. I want to hear your comments and questions. Yes.
Hello.
Linda.
Hello.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
How do I get on?
You're on.
You're on.
Oh, okay. Hello, my name is Estelle Washington. I'm Yvette's mother.
Hi, Miss Washington.
Hi, and I also Kai's grandmother, and I'm so proud of her today.
Yes.
I would just like to say to everyone, I've almost been in tears, tell you the truth, because of the inspirational things that have been said and the nuggets that you all have given. It's just been beautiful. I would like to say what I have done during this time. I have just come off a lot of surgeries and hospitals and rehabs and everything in September. So I'm kind of still recuperating from some of that. But during this time, I have been really getting into the Bible. I'm connected with God, and that is what my goal is right now, is to learn the things that I haven't learned over all these years, and that is to study God's word. So that's what I've been doing. I've gotten a beautiful app from a lady from our church, which is a dramatized King James version of the Bible, and it is absolutely wonderful. I can imagine myself being in the times the way the dramatized version is. So I would suggest to a lot of people, as the last young lady told us, I'm sorry, I can't remember your name, but to get in touch with God at this time when you have the time to do it. I've had a lot of time over these past few years, but I've done it more at this time. And I just want to thank everybody, and I thank my daughter Yvette for inviting me on to this discussion in Zoom today. So I just want to say thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Lorinda, I think you had started. Thank you so much, Ms. Watt. And you know what? I want to say, we are so glad to see you on this call, because you went through some challenging times health-wise.
Very.
And we were all praying for you. It is such a beautiful event. I know you are shouting for joy. It is so good. God is good. And those prayers, let me tell you, you are proof right now that prayers work.
Changes.
Prayers work. Prayers change
Prayer
things.
works. It's
Yes. So thank you. We are celebrating. We're celebrating you today.
Thank you.
This has been an amazing experience. I've learned so much today. So anyone else, any comments, please, or questions? Anyone?
Yeah, this is Yvette, and good afternoon, everyone. It's been a lovely morning that has gone into the afternoon. I have to say, I could probably be on all day. I've learned so much. I want to thank all of the speakers. We are building such a powerful community of strong, courageous, ambitious women. I mean, I just feel so empowered today. I generally start my day off listening to Pharrell's Happy. I'm going to get off and play that and jump around and have fun. I know we talk about, and it really truly has been a time to reset our lives, but I must say I've been guilty of some slacking off, spending lots of nights watching D-Nice and looking at movies and just not doing anything.
You're unplugging, like I talked
Right,
about.
yeah,
Unplug.
but the unplugging part has been, it has been, you know, it has been important, and we've talked about the pause and how important that is to pause our life, to think about our lives, to think about our purpose, and it has been a time for that. But I'm really hoping that as we reset, I mean, at least my heart is telling me that the world has to change. We have to be more compassionate. We have to be more caring. You know, I'm hoping that a lot of things could change, in not just in our lives, but in the lives of every person on the planet, you know. So I just want to say I'm so encouraged. I'm so excited about this community, Cherri, that you're building. And guess what? This was, you didn't know how this was going to turn out, but what a tremendous inspiration and success for you and for us. And we got to do it again.
Yeah, we're gonna do it again. We're
Bottom
gonna do it
line, we
again.
got to do it again.
Yes.
And Trina, one of my biggest challenges is around sleep, and I am, you know, I'm a healthy person, but obviously, I mean, you guys have highlighted some things that I know that I need to work on, and you just have to hear it. It has to be in your ear, you know. So I hear it, and I just have to act on it. So thanks everybody.